Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So what is this I hear that Akademiks is trying to confirm that the ICEMAN tour is set for 2026? Is this the case? I got a couple quick questions. How can he confirm ICEMAN tour for 26 and he hasn't even dropped the album yet? Like, he's been doing all these little breadcrumbs through cryptic messages, you and other streamers, to drum up anticipation for this rollout, and there isn't another episode. The album's still not here, and now you're trying to tell us the tour is on and set? Come on, man, what's going on?
Drake is about to go on tour supposedly again after the release of ICEMAN. And because all of those plans are not yet finalized, Drake is removing all ops from around him. He don't want nobody who's working with Kendrick, who's cool with Kendrick, none of that. So he's getting rid of any, no fake friends type shit. Drake, who is probably going to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine he's going to aim to break the worldwide record. Keep in mind, Kendrick did not break his US record in terms of 350. Kendrick broke the worldwide record for rappers, right? So a consistent tour worldwide, Kendrick has the highest grossing, but in North America, in a tour consistent for North America, Drake has the record. I think Drake wants to beat the world record going into next year, and I think he's saying, yo, I don't need an agent really, but if I'm gonna have an agent, my agent's not gonna rep my op. Fuck that.
So Drizzy woke up one day looking at his roster of booking agents and figured out that one of his booking agents also is a rep for Kendrick Lamar. And it just burns him up that a professional booking agent is repping one of his ops. So he fired him.
Drake allegedly dropped his booking agent because his booking agent reps Kendrick as well. Now, this is a lot of drama and tea, kind of, because it kind of shows that these guys don't fuck with each other. And, they're also thinking, not like on some niggas is just butthurt, people are thinking conflict of interest, which means you're not going to work for me and work for my op. This ain't that. Remember I covered when YoungBoy got represented by Drew Finland, and then Drew Finland showed up, and Drew Finland is the lawyer for Lil Durk. So the same lawyer that got YoungBoy free is actually the lawyer for Lil Durk. And you see lawyers kind of work for guys who might not like each other, but an agent, if you don't know, and I'll break down the business here. So what happens is you have these big companies that are agencies that book tours, they book Rolling Louds. So Drake isn't picking up the phone saying, I'm going to do the show, right? There's going to be an agent that does it. The big agencies are UTA, CAA, you have WME, there's a company called Wasserman, and there's a few like other companies that are kind of like, almost independent companies. How do they work? Well, they work on percentage. So if you book, I don't know, say $100 million in tours and performances, they'll get 10%. They've made $10 million, right? Now, usually they book way more than that. Most of these companies, CAA is probably booking billions, right? So they're going to pull in hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, right? Because a booking agent, and we're not just talking about just a regular booking agent. This is almost like, this is a agent, right? So for example, I'll let you know this. For my Spotify deal, I was repped by UTA. I'm very transparent with y'all. There's nothing to hide. So whatever that final number was, the millions that Spotify gave me, there was a percentage that went to UTA. UTA podcast, and by the way, shout out to my guy over there, UTA podcast. He's the biggest at doing it. He's the one who negotiated my deal, Call Her Daddy's deal. I forgot, he did negotiate some of the really biggest deals. What does that mean? So when Spotify gives me the bag, they get a percentage of the bag. Usually about like 10% or so. Now, that applies to even artists when they book shows, speaking engagements, and other things. So, for example, Drake, who's booking a $320 million tour, if you are the booking agent, which, by the way, you don't have to do much work. If you're repping Drake at this point, Live Nation got him damn near in a deal. They don't really need you. So if you're his agent, you're getting a free $30 million. And it's coming into your company. Now, Drake had an agent who basically didn't have to do anything because Live Nation had him under a contract where he's doing these big tours, so they don't have to book tours. they would only have to book Drake for these one-off shows, and Drake don't really do one-off shows. Drake ain't doing Rolling Loud, really. Drake ain't doing like this festival or that. Drake kind of does his own tour and does nothing else, right? An agent named Brent Smith kind of defected over there, and essentially they repped people like, I don't think they rep Travis Scott. I gotta see. Let me look up actually who Brent Smith reps. He was also repping, and just listen to this. Remember, this is 2023. Wasserman's unparalleled global insights propel blockbuster tours from many of the world's most impactful artists, including Kendrick Lamar. Drake realized that the guy, you know what I mean? And I don't know if there's more drama behind the scenes. There probably is. But Drake has dropped him as his agent because he reps Kendrick Lamar.
Okay, have at it. If it make you feel better, but I mean, what does that really accomplish? So I guess news of his decision has been floating around the elite circles of the top booking agencies in the business, and it put people on notice that if you mess with Drake, you cannot mess with Kendrick. But I doubt Kendrick even cares. I don't hear Kendrick going around trying to fire the people he's working with because they working with Drake. I mean, what is this, high school? Now, according to Akademiks, one of the possible motives for this decision that this professional, reputable booking agent could possibly, just possibly, leak information back to Kendrick about what he's doing or what he got planned at any given time. But he hasn't leaked anything far as we know of so far. Come on, dog.
Keep in mind, this guy may have used the data that goes from, I'm not saying he did nothing improper. So this is me speculating, and just to be fair, because I don't want to be fair to him, I'm speaking on really super insider business, but this is a huge deal. Trust me. At all I talk to people at CAA, UTA, Wasserman, and even WME. They're all buzzing about this one particular story. Brent Smith, who repped Kendrick and Drake, some people feel like he may have used data of where Drake would be successful in markets he was successful in, and basically also leverage some of the stuff with Drake to get Kendrick this amazing deal and also put him in certain markets. Not saying he did it, but these are some of the talks. However, Kendrick goes on to do the whole GNX tour. Drake drops this guy. It's like, I'm good. I don't want to work with you. You're working with my op. I'm good. Now, some of y'all might be like, oh, that's tender. I think that's fair. I don't want you to have all the data on me if you're working with my enemy. It's like, you know, there's that interview that Kevin Gates did. The right hand shouldn't let the left hand know what he's going to do.
Are you that overly concerned about what you think Kendrick might do? Kendrick hasn't uttered a word about you since the battle. He hasn't said anything, no cryptic messages, no messages through streamers, no messages through his affiliates. He ain't said anything about you. He done his tour, got a few more days to go, and he on about his business. But you, my friend, you are very concerned about his possible next move, which he already said no round two. So what next move would it be? You want a rematch. You want to redeem yourself in some way, some fashion. You're trying to redeem yourself through even a frivolous lawsuit that went nowhere. But good luck on that appeal, though. So, critical question here. Why would Dot need your tour data for arenas? He's doing stadiums. You're doing arenas. Why would he need your tour data? And he's not a new artist. He's built up his own database of fans over the years that he has plenty of information to go off of. And Kendrick's tour management team is not new to this. He has access to the same tools and resources to promote his tour as you do. But hey, maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. You guys tell me. Put your comments below. Let's talk about it. This is Marcus at Work Media, and I'm out this bitch.